Haridas extend a warm welcome to everyone present here at the International Conference on Sustainable Technologies hosted by Department of Civil Engineering, Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering of Saraswati College of Engineering, Navi Mumbai, in association with Mumbai University, the Institution of Engineers India Navi Mumbai Local Center, and Indian Green Building Council. Today, as we stand at the crossroad of rapid technological growth and environmental urgency, this conference provides us with a platform to explore green technology, sustainable development, and innovative practices that holds the power to shape a resilient and eco-conscious future. We are proud to bring together researchers, academicians, industry experts, and thought leaders from across the globe, each contributing unique insight to solve some of the most pressing challenges of our time. This conference is more than just a meeting of minds. It's a movement to inspire action, share ideas, and collaborate on innovations that are not only smart but also sustainable. The theme of the conference is simple yet profound: sustainable technologies, which will be running in 5 parallel sessions. Before we proceed, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Manjusha Deshmukh, our program chairs, Dr. Pooja Somani and Dr. Soumya Singh, the National and International Advisory Committee members, Executive Committee members, Organizing Committee, all the faculties and volunteers who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. A special welcome to our esteemed keynote speakers, session chairs, and chief guests who have joined us from across the globe. It is your presence that adds tremendous value to this conference. Let's begin today's inauguration ceremony with greater enthusiasm and shared commitment to build a greener tomorrow. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Dr. Pooja Somani, Head of the Civil Engineering Department and Program Chair of this conference, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Thank you very much, Akira. I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning and very warm welcome to everyone present here. On behalf of Saraswati College of Engineering and the entire organizing committee, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the International Conference on Sustainable Technologies, SUSTECH 2025. We are truly honored to have this opportunity to bring together thought leaders, scholars, researchers, and professionals to exchange ideas, innovations, and insights on building a more sustainable and technologically empowered future. At the heart of this conference lies our collective responsibility towards sustainability, not just as a concept, but as a way forward. The theme of this year's conference reflects the critical need for sustainable innovations in every sphere, from urban planning and infrastructure to AI, machine learning, and green technologies. We are privileged to begin this inspiring journey with the presence of our chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Ayanki Murali sir, a distinguished visionary whose contributions to geospatial AI and sustainable development are nothing short of extraordinary. We are eagerly looking forward to his talk on geospatial AI, a powerful tool in Industry 4.0 era for sustainable development. We are also thankful to our eminent keynote speakers, Mr. Roland Zeppek, joining us from Germany, who will share his thoughts on the intersection of sustainable development and technology. Dr. Mala Singh, a driving force in the field of green technologies in urban space, her work is paving the way for climate resilient environment. Dr. Neelaj Deshmukh, whose deep expertise in the system control and machine learning will add a vital layer of understanding to today's theme. This conference would not have been possible without the continuous support of our principal madam, the organizing departments, civil, mechanical, and automobile engineering, and the tremendous efforts of our faculty and student team. Also, we were honored to receive timely guidance from our national and international advisory members. To our distinguished speakers, delegates, and attendees, thank you for being with us today. Your presence signifies your commitment to creating a world where technology and sustainability go hand in hand. Let this conference be a milestone in our collective journey towards a better, greener, and smarter world. Thank you once again and wishing everyone a successful and impactful SUSTECH 2025. Thank you, Athena. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that warm welcome and for setting the tone for today's conference. Next, I have the honor of welcoming the guiding force of Saraswati College of Engineering, our esteemed principal, Dr. Manjusha Deshmukh, ma'am, to share her insights as the conference chair.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So, good morning, one and all, distinguished guests, researchers, keynote speakers, and dear participants. I'm happy to welcome you all to the International Conference on Sustainable Technologies, SUSTECH 2025. As the chair of this conference, I'm honored to inaugurate this online gathering of passionate innovators. As we stand at the crossroad of rapid technological advancement and rising environmental challenges, it is necessary that we focus on sustainable technologies that balance progress with responsibility. SUSTECH 2025 is built on this vision that scientific technological advancement and practical solutions must work hand in hand to create a sustainable future. I encourage all of you to actively participate and seek collaboration. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee, technical teams, session chairs, reviewers, sponsors, and all those who worked behind the scene to make this SUSTECH 2025 a reality. To our esteemed participants, thank you for joining us in this collective journey towards sustainability. With that, I am honored to declare that the International Conference on Sustainable Technologies, SUSTECH 2025, is officially open. Let's the journey of discovery and collaboration begin. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouraging words and constant support towards innovation and excellence. Now, it is an absolute honor to have with us Dr. Ayanki Murli Krishna, sir, our chief guest and keynote speaker for the inaugural session. Dr. Murli Krishna is the former professor and director R&D at JNTU and Dr. Raja Ramana Distinguished Fellow at DRDO, Government of India. He is the chief advisor of the Smart Village movement in Hyderabad, Telangana. Today, he will be sharing his expertise on geospatial AI, a powerful tool in Industry 4.0 era for the sustainable development. Let us all welcome Dr. Ayanki Murli Krishna, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all. Dr. Manjusha Deshmukh, the Madam Principal, Dr. Pooja Somani, Head of the Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Soumya, the Chief Architect of the event, and Dr. Atira, who is the person who is given the introduction to the event. As Dr. Atira has suggested, this is one of the wonderful events to start for a era which is, having we have a technological explosion, simultaneously global warming, environmental issues, and technologies that make us to think how to achieve the sustainable development goals. In this particular background, we can only say what are the technologies, how these technologies are going to be relevant, how these technologies can be used to fulfill the needs of the people and to attain the sustainability and sustainable development as formulated by the United Nations. This I just gave one single slide for the because this is for this short duration, which just gives the entire summary of those things. So we are calling this as the Industry 4.0 era, which is just or has its origin from the term Fourth Industrial Revolution. As everyone knows about it, the first industrial revolution is around 1800 year, and the second industrial revolution has got after a century, and the third industrial revolution during the middle of 20th century started with the IT sector, and today we are talking about the development associated with the manufacturing, thinking, innovation, incubation in a increasingly powerful era, which is having vast amounts of data coming from the various sources around the world in real time. In this particular context, the Industry 4.0 attains a very, very significant component because we are driven by the technology. This is a deep tech era. In this deep tech era, the Industry 4.0 attains a very, very significant combination. And I must congratulate these organizers of the event, because this is an event organized by the mechanical engineering, automobile engineering, and also civil engineering and other branches of the Saraswati College of Engineering, which has got a blend of the disciplines from all the areas of technology, which exactly demonstrates today there are no borders. The borders between technologies are blurred. All the technologies has to be integrated and in a powerful manner so as to achieve the main objective of this conference, sustainable development. See, the Industry 4.0, which we are talking today, has got specifically very important pillars which are built on the big data, data analytics, cloud computing, augmented reality, and Internet of Things, and of course robotics. These are all the things which are significantly attaining in this area, where cyber security attains a very, very significant attention, because the knowledge has got double-edged knowledge. Whatever you are developing on positive side, the security is getting threatened, and security needs to be strengthened. And the IT community today cannot work, no longer can work in their silos. They need to be used jointly with other areas of engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics engineering, and civil engineering. Well, these things are being done. The Indian Space Research Organization, in the Indian Space Organization, has a series of satellites launched from almost the year 1980, and the global development, the satellite technology, either for communication, navigation, and Earth observation, starting from geospatial orbit, medium orbit around 900 kilometers, and LEO, lower Earth orbit, which is becoming more focused with nanosatellites, CubeSats, etc. Because the entire emphasis of the space technology is having a paradigm shift. We are not no longer planning to depend on the technologies which are ultimately ruled by the middle-aged, middle-level Earth orbit satellites. So every group of the people, every discipline, every section is looking for a dedicated satellite combinations under LEOs. While these hardware components satellites are being launched, now how the data being utilized? See, we are talking about the geospatial artificial intelligence is one of the areas, and the geospatial technology is one area. So the integration of the artificial intelligence and the geospatial technology, geospatial data play a very significant role, because the in achieving the objectives of the Industry 4.0. I'm just trying to see what are the objectives of the Industry 4.0, what are the achievable goals, achievable targets, achievable means that is possible through the Industry 4.0, which has got deep tech as one of the prime agenda items. What are the areas that could be that are needed? So it is a design thinking. Technology, it is not no longer a technology push, it is a technology pull. We don't want to put a technology which we know, but we want to use a technology what is needed in the society, whether in smart infrastructure, supply chains, or in terms of sustainability, environmental monitoring, and also urban planning, industrial zoning. These are all becoming very, very significant aspects. So in this slide, I put it, Geo AI enables intelligent data driven by spatial decision making, which aligns with Industry 4.0 goals of in terms of automation. So we need for sustainable development, efficiency. No, I mean, no one need not say what is efficiency required, and resilience, which is one of the very, very significant components for attaining what you call as success, and sustainability and customization. These are all the goals in terms of the tools of the technology application. And what is the geospatial technology is a location based, or the spatial component attains very significance. And AI allows you cover data heuristics, diagnostic heuristics, and predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics. See, the AI, one of the most significant components, though data has been utilized many times and data curve fitting, data regression all being used, the significant aspect of utilizing AI is its ability to go for predictive analytics and also prescriptive analytics. So AI is one of the very, very, very general term today, and there is no area where this AI cannot enter, irrespective of their area of specialization, whether it is arts, science, management, engineering, or technology, or health. So you think any area, it's nothing but learning from the data, learning from the experience. AI says, please learn from what you are doing, understand from what you are doing, predict from what you are doing, prescribe what is needed. So this learning, prediction, prescription, they are the three elements that are very, very powerful tools of application of the geospatial AI. And today, if I just make a simple comparison, where is this automation, real-time data use, sustainability, efficiency, and how the things are connected, and GeoAI, they merge together very well. It looks like the artificial intelligence mixed with the geospatial technology is the prime tool that is going to make Industry 4.0 objectives attainable, reachable in a very, very significant manner, whatever may be the issues, whatever may be the concerns. And today, I want to tell the academic environment people who are here, please think about using these tools, and no longer linear thinking will be applicable. I have given a figure. No, this is not applicable. You need a non-linear thinking, and your steps, linear steps only very short, and you take exponential steps, you will going very fast. And the Bloom's taxonomy, that we keep starting from the awareness to the understanding of the issues. These are all very, very keen components, keen elements, keen items that should be brought into the attention of the all academic community. Today, academic community has greater responsibility of integrating the technologies and breaking the barriers. Nobody can say, I am an IT specialist, I am a mechanical engineer. Please remove the barriers. You are an engineer, you are a technologist. So you have to live with the integration of the technologies, what are the issues, and apply the tools of design thinking. Not that we will give what we know, but we have to do what is needed by the society. Technology push is not important, technology pull is important. Considering these are the issues, geospatial artificial intelligence is one of the very powerful tools in the Industry 4.0. And I welcome the student community, the faculty community to take forward this particular area in their own research. For any specific issues, I'm available for any suggestions, any comments, and understanding what you are all doing. I thank the organizers of this institution for a wonderful opportunity. I consider it a great privilege to talk to the people of this group of the assembled today. About 100 people are there, and if 100 people, I'm able to convey this message, and if 10% of the people here attain participate in thinking, design thinking as a main source of activity, so that whatever technologies you are moving, you try to apply them for sustainable development. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the gifts.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and impactful keynote that truly resonated with our mission for sustainability. Next, keynote address is by Mr. Roland Zeppek, Director of IBD International, Germany, and expert in global innovation and sustainable development. His topic is sustainable development and the role of technology. Let's welcome Mr. Zeppek for his insightful presentation. Welcome, sir. Mr. Sepek, are you there in the meeting? Let's welcome Mr. Sepek for his insightful presentation.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Good morning, honorees, participants. Good morning, everybody. Let me ask you a question for the beginning. What comes to your mind when you think about sustainability in conjunction with technology? In the past, this was seen almost as an antagonism. Technology overruled nature and environment. There was no real way together, either technology or environment. But fortunately, in the meantime, we all have developed a far better understanding of the complexity of our environment. And we all have learned that advanced technology can and has to play a pivotal role in the sustainable development of not only our industries, but our entire lives. But what does that mean for the role of the engineer, presently and in the future? The engineer of today and tomorrow has to consider the result of the doing, the influence of the developments and technologies, not only to the target of the activity, but also to the environment on a global scale. This is regardless what section of engineering we're talking about, whether mechanical, chemical, automotive, civil, electronics, environmental technologies, just to name a few. We as engineers, and I'm proudly an engineer as well, chemical, process chemistry. We as engineers have to look right and left, not only straight forward. We have to collaborate with our other disciplines to obtain a wider point of view, to observe new ideas, sometimes to even incorporate weird routes in finding our solutions. It is the essence of engineering thinking to evaluate deep and wide and not to block our own mind. The unexpected might be the correct solution. Just let me give you an example out of my life. Once during my career, I worked in the sales department of a monitoring instrumentation manufacturer. Part of our business was in the field of combustion technology, primarily the safety control of flames. We also manufactured a video system to visualize flames and also to analyze the temperature of the flames. So good. And it was used widely, and we had good sales. But one day we thought, why not using the flame temperature and the flame distribution as an analysis tool of the combustion efficiency of the flame? And finding a tool for a better efficiency we thought, could result in lower fuel consumption, lower pollution creation, lower NOx emissions. Out of at that time, in the beginning, strange idea came a technology today widely used in different industries to operate the necessary combustion processes in a far more sustainable way. Carbon copy for your professional life, always to ask yourself the unexpected, out of the blue questions. You might find breathtaking answers. And ask yourself, how can my work contribute to more sustainability? I'm very honored to be selected as part of the International Advisory Committee of the prestigious SUSTECH 2025 International Conference on Sustainable Technologies. And I wish all of you a wonderful day with lots of inspiring papers and discussions. Keep on being curious and investigative in your lives. Good luck for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your global perspective and for emphasizing the importance of collaboration in sustainable growth. Our next keynote address is by a champion of green innovation, Dr. Mala Singh, chairperson of IGBC Mumbai chapter and founder of PEZ Greening India. She will enlighten us on role of green technologies for climate-ready urban environments. We are pleased to invite Dr. Mala Singh to address the audience. Dr. Singh, we are honored to have your leadership guiding today's discourse. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. It's my absolute honor to be here in this international conference organized by Saraswati College of Engineering. So, Indian Green Building Council, CII, is very thankful to you for inviting us here. As all of you know that Indian Green Building Council is working in India since 2001 onwards and started its journey with the one green building in the Sharaji Godrej Business Center, which is the first green building of India and highest platinum rated. So today, if you see the growth and momentum of green building in India, which is roughly about approximately 13.5 billion square feet. And when we are talking about in today's session, the need for green and sustainable technologies, I was hearing the previous speakers, they were giving a lot of emphasis to the sustainable technologies and its need in the current environment. So friends, our first thing is why we need green technology. So that question in our mind, because our ancestors were also living on the planet and they were also having the harmony. They were living a good green lifestyle. But if you see the current planetary boundaries, so out of 9 planetary boundaries, we human beings have already crossed 7 planetary boundaries. Even if you see the Earth Overshoot Day, which has happened just in the July 2023. So that means the kind of situation, the kind of challenges, we human beings have created now to run our life on the planet, that is, allowing us to think that what is the need of green technology and what are the opportunities available to enhance the use of green technologies in our life, in our businesses. This is what, the importance of green technology is coming into the picture. So this is what the important factor is. If you see the 3% of our cities on this planet, only the 3% of the land mass it is used. But if you see the carbon emissions, 70% of carbon emissions comes from our cities itself. So imagine the kind of the concretization and the urbanization, the rapid urbanization we are doing right now, even in India. If I talk about India, 70% of the India is yet to build. So see the kind of resources, the kind of needs for us, what we need, and the kind of technologies which is indeed for us to create efficiency in the system. So our ecosystem has some sort of, the consciousness towards environment, towards environmental responsibility. And so that's what, we can talk about sustainability in a real sense. So whenever we talk about somebody, one of the speaker has talked about sustainable development, which is in a very simple language, we address people, planet, and profit at development, which is good, for all these three triple bottom lines. But in IGBC, when we see a city or when we see a building alone, so we see that in the present cities, we need a climate resilient city, which is very, very important. And green technologies are going to help in that. Let me tell you how. So first thing is, let me tell you the use of green buildings. So unless we don't build that resource efficient structure, unless we don't look into the design interventions, we don't look into the green supply chain, green products, we don't look into the green technologies, we can't build green structures. So we can't say that my building is... So building green, the principle, the green foundation itself define that how these green technologies, I'm defining green technology and having its synergy with the building itself. So when you see a building is green, so that is an integration of all the technologies together, then only you are building green. So once you are designing green using multiple facets of technologies, even a designer, when he design a building green, he also, can use a lot of softwares. When we can do sun path analysis, wind simulation, we have a lot of, the climate analysis based softwares, which helps us to look into the passive aspects of we can do the analysis of the building at micro level design interventions, so that we can understand that how my building is going to behave in the future, how much energy I'm going to save, how much water I'm going to save. This is what the technology is giving me help, at the designing stage itself. Once it comes to your green product, the green supply chain process, there again, the role of green products is very, very important. So when we talk about the integration of green products to build the building green, so there also, even in IGBC, we have a 13,000 green certified green products which are available in the market. Because generally people see that green buildings are very expensive, they increases the cost, it enhances the capex of the building. But now the scenario is very different, because you find the same technologies, you find the same products which are available in the market in the same price, but they are low carbon, but they are more resource efficient, they save water, they save energy, they have less carbon footprint. So this is what, the scenario is progressing towards a new future, a new era, I would say. And also when you look into the buildings at micro level interventions, we also do energy modeling and simulations. So where also, we understand that my building is how much energy I'm going to save. If my building envelope has these thermal properties, I'm going to use these civil materials and benchmarks I know. And also I can optimize my energy consumption from, at least 20 to 30% we can save when we build green, and we look into the energy efficiency from selection of equipment, from your passive design, and also the green technology helps us in that. So basically I wanted to say that how these green foundations of the green technologies are helping us in the optimization process, which is also, if you see the Indian mythology, we always talk about minimum possession, reduce, recycle, and reuse. That is in our blood, actually we Indians have all these ethos. This is the same thing in the green built environment and buildings we talk about always. And if you see even the existing built environment, which is a big worry when we are talking about climate resilient city and transformation, how we are going to do. So that also, we have green technology solutions for that in IGBC, where we are converting existing building also into green. So it is not only the building green, but it is also the transformation of green, basically existing building also into green. So there are specific mechanisms, specific technologies availability for that. So how you optimize, the operational efficiency? How do you see the operational energy in that? Because in the new design intervention, we talk about embodied energy, but in the existing built environment, we address more about the your operational efficiency and operational carbon. So I would say that green technology helps us a lot. Even if you see the Panchamrita, when our honorable Prime Minister has spoken about that India will be net zero by 2070, and he also given a commitment that India's carbon intensity is going to reduce 50%. We are going to reduce by 2030, and we have set all those carbon targets for India. But how the only these green technologies are going to help us to achieve this path? This is what the entire decarbonization of built environment at city level, at in our urban scenario, which is very, very important. But having the use of green technology is the key aside, but also the nature-based solutions are also equally important, because you can call it natural technologies, but that is also equally important when we talk about climate resilience. Because if we bring the nature to our buildings, if we bring nature to urban spaces, that is also helping us, to enhance our biodiversity, because it is going to help us overall improvement in the environmental quality. And in fact, it also decreases your carbon footprint in some way, because it is also setting your connection with your mother nature. It is also setting connection with other living organisms. So idea here is to live in a sustainable way. Is not just technology is one component, very important, but the behavior, that also plays a very important role. Because for example, I'll give you example. You have a technology in place, but how to use that, how to operate that. So how do you sensitize stakeholders? How do you see the awareness, to the right stakeholders to operate and maintain that? That is also equally important. So it is very inclusive process. It is very inclusive when we see the design, when we see the green process of supply chain of products, technologies, but equally importance we give to the human behavior, equally importance we give to their skill, skill upliftment, like they understand how to operate those technologies. That is where the green education plays a very important role. And I would like to congratulate your institution from such platform when you encourage and empower and impart knowledge to the people, for using those technology in a very efficient manner. So that really creates a lot of wonder, that has a large impact. So technology, human behavior, and its operational efficiency, these all things should be in integrated way. And I'll also give you some example. Like in India, we have a gift city. Okay, just one example. Sometimes somebody says, one of the speaker, that integration of all the systems. Let me tell you, when you design cities with some integration process, that really helps you a lot in the long term. For example, in gift city, you have district cooling system for air conditioning. You have, the green space design in an integrated manner. So that is also helping the real estate player now. They don't need to design an individual HVAC system for their building. So sometimes, integration plays a very, very important role, in the city designing. And I'll give you example, some global example in Singapore. So they are designing, their cities with vertical gardens, because they know that if you have the constraint of Mother Earth also bringing nature to your buildings, still you have vertical garden. You can look into other thought process, to bring the nature to your buildings through biophilic design, and multiple, way of technology you can look into from design perspective. You can look into from product perspective when you buy the products and when you buy the technology. So I would say all the architects, engineers, structural engineers, electrical engineers, civil engineer, your mechanical engineer, they all helps together to bring the sustainability in one platter together. So it is not just a one person job. So all integration of all your education system, all facets of your the technocrats and experts, when they work together, then they integrate the technologies together to bring this efficiency to resource consumption patterns and to optimize the overall carbon emissions, energy consumptions. Then only the system works. Then only you can create an efficient ecosystem. So with this, I would like to end, and I would like to again congratulate Saraswati College of Engineering, empowering and encouraging your students to work on such an important subject, so that they will understand the importance of building green. They will understand the importance of climate resilient city, so that we are the last generation who's responsible for climate change, and we will be the last generation who need to help our new generation, for through this technology guidance or technology integration, so that, we can work for a better future and better tomorrow. With this, thank you so much. Dhanyavad and Shukriya. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for that powerful and enlightening keynote. Your dedication to green technologies is truly motivating. Our final keynote speaker is Dr. Nilesh Deshmukh sir, a visionary academic leader. He is a Dean of Admin and Faculty at FCRIT Navi Mumbai and Chairman of IEI Navi Mumbai Local Center. He will speak on the topic Control of System Instability Using Machine Learning. Let's welcome Dr. Deshmukh sir for his keynote session. Sir, we are delighted to welcome you.
Yeah, thank you for the giving me the opportunity to present the talk in this conference. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'll be talking on the control of system instability using machine learning. We already heard from our earlier speaker how this sustainable development and sustainable technology. Now we all are aware that everybody is talking about the advancement in the technologies. We have different tools now available: AI, machine learning, cyber security. Different directions, different technological development is going on. And now, as here in this conference, many young researchers are available. They are presenting their talk in different topics, irrespective of branch, whether it is a mechanical, civil, electrical, or any other. I would like to congratulate to entire Saraswati College team for organizing such conference and giving me the opportunities. Now, here first of all, now today's young engineers, young researchers, role is to what? They should come out of what? Their branch, whether they are mechanical, electrical, or civil. Irrespective of the branch, they need to think how they can develop sustainable technologies. Now, abundant resources are available. We need to utilize that resources and help the nation for sustainable development. Here, I'm just giving one of the example where we can use the I can say the machine learning concept to enhance the system efficacy. Now we know that system instability, which is impact on various applications, and there are the traditional system control systems are available which are managing the instability. So it's available. Control techniques were available in the past, but now with addition to the machine learning, how I can enhance the control system. So that is my role now in today's era. Instead of talking on the conventional way, how I can use the available resources, how I can use the available technologies to enhance the system performance. That is the role of engineer now. Now, if you try to speak about the instability, or if you understand about the instability, and that is available in our all day-to-day life, all engineering products. Now here, system instability is very context refer to a system tendency to behave unpredictability or erratically. So it's often due to the factor like uncontrolled oscillation driving from equilibrium and producing unbound output to the bounded input. So that can be the definition of the system instability. But if you can observe, if you read the definition carefully, you may see that there are the many equipment in our day-to-day lives we are using, there the system instability is available. So, for example, robotics, power generation systems, and there are the various tools in the aerospace that the instability is there. So, as an engineer, our role is to use appropriate tool to control this instability and to suppress this instability. So here, if you talk about the machine learning concept in a control system, there might be several things are available. So here, neural network for gain scheduling, reinforcement learning for control strategy, and hybrid analytics control system. So many tools are available. So as an engineer, our role is to, for a particular system, how we can select the appropriate tool which will be enhance the system efficiency. So that will be the role of the young engineers. And if you are thinking this way, definitely I'm sure that we can develop the many technologies which will enhance the system performance. Now, so there are the limitations of the systems which have the complex environment. There, there will be the slight limitations of these technologies. Now there are the many, because we know that now there will be the scarcity of the energy, and there are the different power producing devices where we are using where the combustion is taking place. And when the combustion is taking place, when there is a coupling between a pressure fluctuation, whenever there is a coupling between a pressure fluctuation and heat release, there will be a thermal instability will be generated. So I'm just playing one video where you will where you will understand how that erratic noise is there, which is defining the where the instability is present. So this kind of the noise is nothing but presence in the combustor is nothing but the instability. Now here the there will be the different mode of instability. So I can say the first mode, second mode, third mode. So mechanical people, civil people will easily understand what is meant by a mode. So based on my mode, I can create the data, I can generate the data, I can develop the machine learning algorithms, and I can try to solve out how I can reduce the instabilities. So if any instability is present in any system, it may in power producing system, it will enhance the heat loss, it will reduce the combustion efficiency, it will increase the emissions, it will structural damage, and there will be the health issues because if you observe the some erratic kind of the noise. So n number of issues will be there if the instabilities is present. So these are some pictures where you can see there may be a damage to the combustor wall, there may be a crack may produce inside the combustor, and the health issues. So many issues will be there. So it's very necessity that we should remove these instabilities. So we can develop the certain external setups to remove these kind of the instabilities. So here, if I want to decide or if I have to use the machine learning to control, use some control strategy for reducing the instabilities, I required a sensors, I required some sort of the microcontroller or a Raspberry Pi, then I required some actuation devices, then I can process the data, I can use the appropriate machine learning model based on my past experience and use this concept to enhance the system instantly. So any peak more than the if you see the regular pattern of the system, anything above that regular pattern you can identify that as a instability. So if you this is the first mode of instability, this is my second mode of instability, and this is the third mode of instability, and there are the n number of parameters based on which these instabilities are. So in the past, if you see, there might be available the active control system, passive control systems. In again the control system, the different parameters we can vary and we can achieve the control. Now, as different tools are available, that machine learning is easily available, we can use the appropriate algorithm and is able to reduce the pressure oscillation inside the combustor. So this is a diagram. You can see that from 20 pascals it's reduced to 4 pascals. So this is my instability. So here we are use the algorithms to control to decide the control strategies, and we inject the air over the flame of the burner. Now in our earlier video you have seen that when the flame is there placed inside the combustor, the erratic sound was observed. Now we will try to inject the air over the flame. That will be helpful to reduce the instabilities. I can see that initially the sound is there. Now to the outer periphery of the combustor, we are injecting the air, and that is reducing the noise. The total noise from there earlier is now reducing gradually, and now it's almost gone. So we can move. So how do we know is that we can move the air is there. This control strategy learning algorithm. So now based on this study, we can conclude that there are the challenges when we are using the machine learning for developing the sustainable technology. So we should have to get a large data sets. Based on that, I can decide the control strategy. I can have some computational, high-end computational resources, which will be helpful to design systems appropriately. And in future, you can have some advancements in machine learning algorithms which will help to to help the control system design. And we need to identify, as an engineer, there are the majority of applications, as I said earlier, in our day-to-day lifestyle also, we are using the multiple systems where the instability is there. We can study that instability, we can get the data, we can generate the large data sets, we can use some sort of the algorithm and try to control the instabilities. So with this, I will conclude my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Deshmukh, sir, for your keynote address and insights on machine learning and sustainable academia and practice. To conclude the session, I now invite Dr. Soumya Singh, Head of the Research and Development and Program Chair of the conference, to deliver the vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Respected Principal Madam, our esteemed guests, deans, head of department, faculty members, and dear participants. I take this opportunity to express sincere thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Ayanki Murli Krishnan sir. His presence today in this function has immensely enhanced its importance. We are extremely grateful to you, sir. Thank you for delivering a keynote address on geospatial AI, a powerful tool in Industry 4 era for sustainable development. And thank you for accepting our invitation to be a session chair for one of the sessions in today's conference. I express my deep gratitude to Mr. Roland Zeppek, Director IBD International Germany, for addressing the audience on sustainable development and role of technology. We are thankful to Dr. Rajesh Jagre sir, Senior Consultant RTM SSU Mumbai, and Dr. Anil Pavde sir, Associate Professor in D.Y. Patil School of Architecture, Navi Mumbai, for accepting our invitation to be session chair. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Mala Singh, Chairperson IGBC Mumbai Chapter, Founder and MD PEC Greening India, for sharing her thoughts and valuable information on role of green technologies for climate-ready urban environment. Her dedication to green technologies is truly motivating. Dr. Mala Singh is also a session chair for session 1 of the conference. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. I would like to thank Dr. Neelaj Deshmukh sir, Dean Admin and Faculty, Father C. Rodriguez Institute of Technology, Vashi. Thank you, sir, for your talk on control of system instability using machine learning.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts and insights on use of innovation technology for providing sustainable solution. We are also extremely thankful to you for accepting our invitation to be a session chair. Our sincere gratitude to the Institution of Engineers India, Navi Mumbai Local Center for collaborating with us and sponsoring Best Paper Award for today's conference. We are extremely thankful to Indian Green Building Council and University of Mumbai for collaborating with us as knowledge partner and technical partner. I am happy to express vote of thanks to our management for their constant support, motivation, and guidance. Sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. Manjusha Deshmukh Madam, for guiding us in all our activities, ensuring that we always do the right thing in the right way. We are extremely thankful to deans, head of department, faculty members, organizing committee for their support in organizing this inaugural session as well as overall conference. Special thanks to all the participants for joining us today in this conference. Thank you one and all. Dear participants and respected session chairs, I would like to brief you about how we will proceed for the technical sessions. There are total 5 sessions. Meeting link for each session have already been shared with the participants in their respective group. And if not, it will be shared now. After this inaugural session, I request all participants to join their respective meeting link for technical paper presentation. From each session, best paper will be identified and announced during the validatory session. Session chairs will be joining the meeting too through the link shared with them, and they will be evaluating the papers for the best paper award. I now hand over it to Athira Madam for concluding the inaugural session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. For so gracefully expressing gratitude to all who made this event possible. As we wrap up the inauguration, I once again thank all our esteemed speakers, guests, faculties, and participants for joining us in this shared journey towards sustainability. Let us now move forward to the technical session of the day where knowledge meets innovation and idea become impact. Let's continue to learn, connect, and grow together for a greener tomorrow. All participants now can join the Google Meet for your respective tracks. Google Meet link is already shared in the WhatsApp group and the schedule. Thank you and enjoy the conference. Thank you all.